I knew they wasn't like that. So I used to go over there and be fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing just dumb shit. You know? So it's just
Cola's a problem.
yeah.
Problem.
But a
Nah, I could
smart
dig it.
problem, because you see how I talk and act, that's how the fuck I was
Smart
acting then.
problem. I
Right.
like
And
that.
people was
A
like,
smart
oh,
problem.
you know, like I don't want to be no
Mm-hmm.
nigga. I don't want to be none of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't rap too tight either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. Like, sometimes, like with females in gangs, they feel like they gotta be like the niggas. Like, no, I'm gonna be just like this, and like, you're not
Yeah.
gonna be prepared because you
Yeah.
expecting this. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got a few homegirls that's like that. I know. Trust me, I know.
you know,
When you realize, when you realize that you had to fall back, like
oh,
when you
that's an excellent question because
like
a lot of
what happened in your life? If you ain't even gotta get into details and all that if you don't want to, but what happened in your life that made you know what? I want to go live like a civilian, like we say. Like I
when I
want
was
to go live a
how
regular life.
because fucking you know the founder or whatever. Like I said, we grew up like I was blood before him. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I always everything that I did for him, like I used to take him to parole. I used to do everything for him because I wanted him to be free because he had so much time. Like when we was younger, he was always in Spofford. Like or he never really had time home. I took all my time to fix his shit when he fucked it up over some bullshit. He let the nobody people that was using him, like getting his brain to like turn
Mm-hmm.
against me and try to hurt me.
Mm.
And that's when I was like, nah. And then my bro got shot in front of me and I got shot at.
Mm.
So I had like PTSD, like you know what I'm saying, like for a while with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was straight after that. Like I went to another hood because people was begging me to come back. Like I was just
Mm-hmm.
regular for a whole year, and like mad people was like, "Nah, we need you belong here." Blah, like we ain't jacking that, whatever and stuff. I tried to go for a little bit. I went with Sean for a little bit, and I just was like, this ain't for me because these nobody is like standing on like loyalty, like like I'm
Yeah.
too loyal for this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm hurt.
On the outside looking in, I don't know like how people will probably see it like like how we all would be on the block together and shit and not knowing the inside beef that's going on within the homie, within that homie. That homie don't like you, this homie and shit, this and that.
Right.
I got banged in the face. Me and my homie, we had a fight
Oh
and then we
wow.
had a knife fight and shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, and it
He
should
stabbed
never
me in
be
the
like
face.
that.
Nah, never,
Like
never.
it
But
should never be like that.
we got a saying. We got a saying in my set. You ain't a real one till you kill one. Meaning you ain't a real one till you kill a homie, like a real live type homie and shit. It's sad. It's sad that some people actually live and die by that type of rule. They live and die by that saying. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of situations like that where dudes that was members, people that was members, whether male or female, they got taken out by their own hoods. You know what I mean? On the outside looking in, you would think that it happened with an enemy, a so-called enemy. You know what I'm saying? But it was somebody
Nigga
from
tried to
the
take me out
own
on my
hood.
birthday. That's how crazy the shit was. And I was telling,
Wicked,
you know what I'm saying?
wicked.
And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling people, and people thought I was exaggerating. You understand?
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
the
like,
worst when people don't believe you and shit. Oh man, that's the worst. You think you in the twilight zone. I know. I know.
and like it hurt, even though he ended up apologizing to me, like before he went to the feds, it's like, nigga, it will never be the same because you should not have
Mm-mm.
allowed these people that never was there for you. Like every time you was locked up, these niggas ain't come visit you. They ain't put no money on your books. They was over there kicking it with your ops and shit. These were all this
Mm.
little funny shit. But because I'm making people walk like this, they didn't want to walk like this, and they knew that your mind was weak,
Mm-hmm.
and you the whole founder, so your mind's not even supposed to be weak.
At all. At all. Once you the head, once you the head of the ship, nah, you can't let people manipulate you. Hell no.
And then I
Hell
thought I
fucking
was
no.
doing something positive because, like I said, I was like looking at this person like family, a friend. You understand? So when
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the friction when he came home, like him thinking that either I'm trying to take over his shit or whatever, I left to try and save our friendship.
Yeah.
I
Before
said,
before it got messy, you was like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm out the G rod.
and that accelerated the mess.
Mm-hmm.
That made
Wicked.
him, I don't know, just tweak out and then whatever and shit like that. Where I'm like, I'm leaving so that we can stay cool. You get what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You're acting like I'm trying to take over shit, and I don't want your shit. I
Mm-mm.
can't be higher than you. I can never be higher than you. So what is the problem? You understand? Your shit is
Mm-hmm.
where it's at right now because I put it there. Your
Mm-hmm.
shit was in the trash when you was locked up, and you the person that put it in the trash.
Mm.
You
Mm.
asked me to come. I was cool where I was at. When I
Mm.
left where I was at, I had the keys to the shit. Like I had the whole shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't leave because like how most people leave to go places because they have to. I really left because I give a
Yeah.
fuck about you. I felt you needed my help more than these people over here did, and I could have just stayed and I'd have been fine. I didn't have to fix shit. It was already
Mm-mm.
fixed.
No, you could have kept your mouth shut. You could have kept your
Yeah.
mouth shut and watched the ship go down. Mm-hmm.
Mind you, where I was taking care of this person when I was at where I was at. Where people wasn't visiting you, people wasn't doing shit. I'm calling people like, you better go visit my bro. This gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm running down on people. I'm not even a part of your shit. And then you treat me as an expendable for these nobody motherfuckers just to come around and apologize to me after doing all this fuck shit. Like I'm supposed to trust you. Like you was right about these people. These people didn't do shit for me. They been wasn't doing shit for you. And you that was like, I'm straight. Then
Mm-hmm.
when they begged me when I stayed a year, just being regular, wasn't going no place. I had places I could have went. I went back to this one place, some nigga that had it in the street. It was like niggas, it was like I didn't like niggas always coming at me. Where I would go
Mm.
to, like this nigga felt threatened because I guess when I came there, he didn't think I was gonna have the position that I had. I didn't even know I was gonna have the position I had because I always, when I came in, I never wanted position
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
I just want to be regular. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it just
Yeah.
didn't work out that way. But that person gave me what they gave me, and then that person got scary. And
Mm-hmm.
before we would have meetings, like he would come walk with me like this. He's like, "Yo, if you do this, I'm my shooter's over there. He gonna push you." Like, why is you saying shit like
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? So now
Mm.
I don't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And then I had bros that I fuck with from other places. They was gonna set it up where it's like we'll send some people over here. Oh, I know this person over here. We'll make it where how we need it to be. And I'm like, I don't even want this shit. I don't need y'all to do all that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. He's
I'm
trying
out.
to
My
put fear up
resume
in you.
is
Yeah.
set. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He's
Like
trying to
that
put
shit
fear
for
up in you.
nobody. Yeah, like you's a
Mm-hmm.
whole bitch. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I know your whole resume of niggas up top punking you in the street punking you, and you gonna think you gonna fuck with me and I didn't even do shit to you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
here chilling. I done told you niggas y'all could do what the fuck y'all want. I'm not here to change shit. I'm not here to do nothing. Do what y'all been doing. I'm just worried about the founder of this one because y'all keep hiding certain shit and he keep getting cut for stupid shit. So that's just y'all can do what y'all been doing out here.
Yeah.
And they
You was putting him
like,
up on game. You was putting him
yeah,
up on game and shit. Motherfuckers ain't like that. I know how it is. I know exactly how it is. You feel
you gonna
me?
threaten me. You understand? Like I said, I'm not intimidating. You understand? Regardless of what
Mm-hmm.
my resume is, I don't try to be intimidating. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like that makes
Mm-hmm.
like real ass trying to intimidate somebody that's not trying to be intimidated.
Yeah. One of the homegirls at that
Especially
too.
somebody that
Mm-hmm.
has to do with the rules and regulations of shit. Anything that happened, like there's mad people I didn't like personally. I never, oh, I don't like you, so I'm gonna do this. If you
Yeah.
was following shit, you was following it, and I just don't fuck with you. You follow it over there, I'll follow it over here. But I don't sit there and be like, well, I'm higher than you and I don't like you, so beat him up or beat her up.
Word. Word. And it was like, and it's like that. And it's really like that and shit. As soon as somebody get in that position of power, so called say, they take advantage of that shit. They get drunk with that position of power. They get drunk with that power. I done seen it. And when you got that power, because there done been times when all you gotta do is just send a word. Just say a word and
Right.
motherfuckers go follow suit. And some people, a lot of people, they take advantage of that power. Take advantage of that shit. Like I said, me, I decline more dudes than I put on. You know what I'm saying? Like the dudes that I put on, they'll bring somebody like, yo, you want to get I don't even know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I damn sure ain't about to do no homework up on this nigga. I ain't got no time for that type of shit. You
Right.
feel me? Like, nah, I'm not putting him on. Hell no. Hell no.
Right.
And there
Y'all
been
want to go
times like that.
around and find out that y'all go ahead to do it. Like I don't even want nothing to do. Like
Mm-hmm.
keep that
Yeah.
person over there. That's like even with the
Yeah.
minor stuff and people didn't get it. Like I wasn't trying to send people out. Like if you was a minor and you was there because unfortunately in gang culture, that's where it starts is
Yeah,
with
we
minor.
use the yeah, we use and yeah, we use and abuse the minors as well too. Yeah, we
You
use and
understand?
abuse
I
them.
wasn't on that type of time. You know how many people, parents, like
Mm-hmm.
I met they fucking parents, and they
Mm-hmm.
knew it was like we feel comfortable because they with you. Like I
Yeah.
was treating people like how like I got treated when I was in high school. Like this is back like when the chirps and all this shit was going on in the minutes for the
Yeah.
phone and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would look at report cards. I was really on it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some people is like, oh, I'm not going to job for like they pay. I'm like, nah, go because you might rub elbows with this person. You don't know who you meeting and they like get out of here. Go away. Go do something with yourself. Like I wasn't on that type of shit. Like, oh, that's a minor, so I could just send them on a dummy mission and they're not gonna get no.
Mm-hmm.
How people was doing us when we was minors, like, oh, you ain't getting no time. Like nah, like that just didn't
Yeah.
sit well
Yeah,
on my
you was using your influence as good instead of for the negative shit. Exactly.
right,
Still to this day, I got young dudes, whether American or Haitian, they ask me and shit like, "Yo, Shice, I just graduated from high school. I ain't trying to go to college. Or you ain't trying to go to college? Well, shit, they got trade. You could get your
right.
CDLs. You could
Do
become a
something
plumber,
with yourself.
electrician. Yeah, you could work at Pepsi and be working at the warehouse, and you could grow from the company within and then. If you don't want to go to school and shit, you could still climb within the company itself. You know what I mean? But running these goddamn streets ain't gonna be it, Playboy. Ain't
And
it,
that's
my
why when
nigga.
I say with G sign, why I say what I say, because you see what you just said, people will help and foster that. Oh, you're doing something positive. We want you stay over here. We're over here.
Exactly.
Other places they don't like that. Where you're working for Pepsi. Well, that doesn't matter. You need to go do this drill.
Word,
Like,
word. Oh,
you
you
need
gotta
to
go
go
to
here
school.
that your
I
life
mean, you
is
gotta go to
more.
work and shit. You gotta go clock them down. We about to go on this mission type shit. Like, nah. You stand the little homie the wrong way, the wrong way.
Right.
And I done seen it happen plenty of times. And I snatched the little homie up. Get up in this G ride, man. You going home? Well, you
And the
home working now? You going home, my nigga? You going
But
home?
it looks
I'm
crazy
a.
to be real now, and that's what people don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. I seen that shit. I seen that like when I was active. Let me see in like 2010. I remember they had this website. It was this like gang website, and then it's like people from like California and all this other fucking shit. People be just going up there talking about their movies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was kicking people the fuck out where I was at. Like I would go on that shit. I would give you a warning at first. Like I don't want to see you on that shit no more. Like the shit that's happening now, I seen it before it was happening with this social media.
Mm.
Because remember, back
Mm.
in 2010, social media was still kind of fresh. You
Yeah,
understand?
you can't do this type of shit that we were doing on this. Nah, hell
No.
no. Mm-mm.
So when people was
Mm-mm.
just letting people do that shit, I'm like, now you can't be here because you fucking with me. You understand?
Word,
Because where
word.
I'm sitting at is not where you're sitting at. So people are gonna assume that whatever stupidity you're doing, I'm telling you to do it, and I don't got shit to do with that.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Like,
you with this shit too. Yeah, you with that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. Because what
I
you
don't
saying
have
is
time.
reflecting upon the set. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? They not
So
looking
if
at
that's what
you
you
as to
want
this
to
shit. They.
do, yeah, go
Mm-hmm.
someplace where that shit is cool, but you're not about to take all of us to jail because you want to look jazzy to a
Word.
stranger on some site. Might be talking to the police for all we know could have made that site up.
Exactly. Exactly. Especially with these fake ass accounts and shit. Exactly. They been saying that the boys was up on this shit. Come on now. Come on now. And motherfuckers be talking, you be seeing it up on the app too. Motherfuckers be talking reckless.
That's why I be mad
Reckless.
mindful with shit. That's like even when I do like when I was doing the reform ratchet story time, I
Yeah.
changed like I'll change certain shit because I don't
Mm-hmm.
have time. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that shit is on here, and like I said, I beat the feds
Yeah.
twice because of being quiet. This is the most social media. When I got inactive like that, we like fell back. That's when I started partaking in social media. When I was active,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a Facebook, I didn't have an Instagram, I didn't have a YouTube. I didn't have none of this shit going on.
Yeah, I ain't get it cracking until the pandemic and shit. That's when I first made my Instagram, and that's when I got on up on YouTube was during the pandemic when I made my first social media account. That's it. And
Right.
since then I've been on. But before then, nah, hell no. hell no. Mm-mm. Getting a picture of me. I don't even take pictures and shit.
Right.
Selfies and all that. Like,
That's why that
mm-mm.
shit threw me. Like when I was watching that shit on here, and I said, "What picture they talking about?" You know what I'm saying, or whatever and stuff. Because it was just, I used to have this saying, and nobody understood it. I was like, "Yo, I want to be like the wind," and they'd be
Mm.
like, "What you talk about?" And I'm like, I want you to know that my presence is there, but you don't know what I look like. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we know the wind,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't say what the wind looks like.
Exactly.
But you feel
Exactly.
presence.
Exactly. Exactly. And now with this shit, you could put the face to the name. You could put the stories to the name and the face. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah, hell no. Hell. That's why when somebody told me that they playing the character, I'm pretty sure you heard this too. They said that they playing the character on this app. I didn't get it at first. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
Hmm.
playing no character, nigga. I ain't no actor, you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting paid for this shit. This really me. And da da da. And then I realized I'm like, nah, it's best that you say that you is playing the character. Because if you come out your mouth saying some bullshit, Lord forbid, you know what I mean? Like we said earlier, like it'd be dumb as hell. You going to court for social media type shit. You locked up for some social media shit. And I done heard somebody went to court for this app. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I
yeah,
guess they
people
was
go to
threatening
court every
somebody.
day for this app, and that's how crazy it
Mm-hmm.
is. There's people on here on probation because of this app, because of beating people up and all type of shit. That's why when people
Mm-hmm.
gotta be mindful, like it's cool to entertain the fuck shit because it wouldn't be no love and hip hop, it wouldn't be no baddies, it
No,
wouldn't be none of that shit if people didn't like fuckery. But
exactly.
when people start to threatening
Excuse me.
people and
Excuse me.
oh, this gonna happen to you and blue blue blah. You need to not be in them chats because now you about to be a code D for YouTube. And who wants to fucking do that shit? Because God
Facts.
forbid, let's say I threaten you, like yo, Sean, I'm gonna have somebody spin your shit. I might just be really just saying that shit, talking shit, and then God forbid you walk out your house and get spent. Who they coming to see?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why you got to cover up your tracks and shit. Be like, nah, this is just a character. This is just a character that I'm playing and shit. But let alone motherfuckers be going through real shit in real time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be going through real shit in real time. Me and Justo in the chat. Shout out to Justo. Justo had just typed that he just played a crib right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he done did it all. He did this thing. He just played his crib right now where it's cool and safe. And I'm like, I do the same thing. Because as soon as I get to the hood, it's always a story. It's always a story. Always a story. I just went to the hood last night, and my homie, he drive a cab. He did some dumb shit. He drive the cab. He showed some homies some bud. He thought the homies had put it up. They didn't put it up. He picked some girls up, and then they end up taking a pound out the bag and shit. And they ran off. I'm like, that's your fault. He looked at me like I was crazy. I said, "That's your fault. You ain't secured the fucking bag. You can't get
Yeah,
mad at that little girl." And she took one out of three out. She could have took the whole shit,
yeah, she could
but
have
that's
took
your fault. That's your motherfucking fault, my nigga. Like, come on, we niggas been doing this for 20 years now. We in our 30s. Been doing this
they
shit since we was
know
teens.
better.
So yeah, exactly. Like, come on, now.
That's
Come
like
on, now.
like with being 050 or whatever and stuff. Like I'll have people like that know me from as far as like the gang shit that be
Mm-hmm.
trying to fake suck me off. Like I didn't like you then. I'm not gonna like you now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I ain't gonna block you because I don't know what their handles are in the chat and stuff, but obviously I know that you're fucking watching. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll say it
Mm-hmm.
and like, oh, sis, yeah, I seen you. Oh, okay, you see me over there, and the fuck that don't mean I fuck with you. Like
Well,
what's supposed to change? Like if I didn't fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't get that shit. Where it's like once I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you.
well,
You understand? So it don't matter. I
well,
don't care. You could be the biggest supporter over there with my bro. I'm not gonna stop his blessings and stop that fucking shit. But don't try to be cool with me through that because
yeah, just cause you see me up over there type shit. Yeah,
right,
exactly. Exactly.
you want the same energy.
Especially the social media games and shit. Like say if I was like I'm saying something about Cola, like fuck Cola, this and that, and then somebody that had issues with you before, now they want to link up with me because we got mutual people that we don't like. That's
I
corny to
don't
me. Like
agree
I don't
with
roll
that.
like that in the streets. Like yeah, that shit
That shit
corny
is
to
so
me.
goofy. Like when people just build friendships off of hating another person. Like you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like you. I could beef with you like this. I don't need to be like,
Mhm.
oh, well, you don't like Sean Prince? Okay, let's be best
Mhm.
friends. Let's talk shit together. Like, no,
Mhm.
out of here.
Because how many times now them situations happen in the streets as well, where two sets of people will link up, where two crews will link up because they got the common beef. Now, when that beef dies down, what happens? Then that two group of people start beefing with each other as well too. And shit, it happen. Or it be inside beef and shit, like with the Haitian and American beef that I grew up in.
And then you don't
I
even
grew,
go.
yeah, I grew up in that shit. So once the Haitian American beef died down, who we started beef. It was internal beef. It was Haitians against Haitians now with shit. Niggas pulling guns out, niggas fighting, niggas
Yeah.
jumping each other now and shit. And then I realized, I'm like, damn, we was only cool because we had common enemies. Like, niggas ain't really like each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers don't really like each other. We really don't fuck with each other. We just fuck with each other
They
because
had
we
some
was
shit.
going against them. We was going
They had
against the
like
American niggas.
with the Jets and the Max one year, right? The fucking they
Mm,
was with each other in the jails, cutting each other. The shit was crazy. Then they got into it with the apes or the stones or whatever, right? And
mm,
they was a bigger like they was tearing niggas up, but they was tearing them up individually. Like they was beefing with both of them.
yeah.
But so then they thought the Jets and the Max was like, oh, let's get together and go against them.
Mm,
And they did that for a while. And then when that wasn't a thing no more, it was just crazy because I'm not standing to fight with nobody that just cut me last week. Like, you know
you
what I'm saying?
smell
Like,
me? You
and then,
smell me? Or somebody that I love? Or somebody that I
yeah,
love?
like, I'm
Like,
like, how's that supposed to work? And then it was like the big homies be on a whole different thing where them niggas be really be friends and don't be really beefing with each other. And then they got all of us out here going crazy. You understand? Like,
mm-hmm,
yeah. And then
mm-hmm,
they friends and then they tell y'all to stop. How does
mm-hmm,
that work? You understand? Like,
mm-hmm. That
so
ass, that ass. You see, one of the number one issues was when it was people joining the sets and shit. They didn't know what they was getting themselves into. They seen the glitz and the glamour. They see the flags. They seen the colors. They seen the cars, the jewelry, whatever the case might be. They just seen the glitz and the glamour, not knowing that you gotta follow rules, my nigga. There's rules that you gotta
that's
follow
why I used to
upon this
tell
shit.
people off jump. That's why like the big homies and stuff like that, they used to fuck with me because like I would go on a visit and I would just say what the fuck it was. Like they would be confused at first. You know,
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
she fucked out, like you know what I'm saying? Like did she just say that she ain't doing whatever stuff? Do something now. Like, I used to
uh
literally be
huh.
telling them, I'm like, listen, bringing the bag up. I don't bring drugs up here. But if you got a problem, can you just tell me now? Like I don't want to think we cool on this visit and I leave and then you start talking shit about me and I'm gonna play
Yeah,
dumb.
the
I
snake
need to know
shit.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
They be like,
god.
what? But they respected it because I'm like, this is what it is. You wanna do it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it now. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's get it right now. Yeah.
yeah, let's get it on
I
right
don't
now.
need to
I'm
hear
not
from
doing
a
that.
day
And to tell
later,
them,
weeks later.
yeah, don't
Mm-hmm.
let's just get it out the way. And they be like, you know what, we fuck with that. But then I tell them, I'm like, yo, if I'm not trying to shade none of y'all because I respect y'all because without y'all it wouldn't be none of this. But I'm not listening to none of y'all. And then they be like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "You have a L." And they're like, "What you talking about?" I said, "You got an L after your thing. You got life. You can't teach me nothing because I've been free this whole time. You can't you can't tell me
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Whatever you gonna tell me gonna get me sitting here with you. So I'll do what y'all ask me to do with reason. You understand? With common sense.
Facts.
You can't
Facts.
teach shit.
Facts.
So let's just get that out the way. You gotta leave that shit for the pop up dummies. I've been this long.
Right.
Now going
That's the first question. That's the first question I asked and shit. Before I got affiliated what I'm affiliated with, that's the first question I asked and shit. Cause I know with the dot moves, when it came to with the dot moves, with the east side dot moves, I'm like, they gotta do what they big homie say and shit. You feel me? Big homie say what you it's some sets that's like that. Every set is different. So it's some sets like when a big homie say you gotta do something, you gotta do that type of shit. So that's the first question I asked. And the OG told me he was like, "Yo, ain't no one man above the set, my nigga. Just cause you taking his name, just cause that nigga put you on, that don't mean you got to do what the fuck he tell you to do, type shit." So once niggas broke it down to me, I was like, "All right, there's some shit that I could get with." You know what I'm saying? So that'd be a lot of people problems right there because they get up in this shit thinking it's this and that. And then when it's time to do something, or somebody tell you that you got to do
shit,
something,
bullshit
yeah,
shit.
exactly, exactly. And then some
I
dudes,
always
they
tell
not,
them I'd rather
yeah,
take my consequences
yeah,
now. I'm not
everybody
about to
ain't this, everybody ain't this, everybody ain't that.
me
Like,
to be. This is who the fuck I am, and if you don't like it, then we just gonna have to deal like that. And that's just that. I'm not changing for none of you motherfuckers because if I go to jail, y'all niggas ain't doing shit for me. I already watched all you motherfuckers go to jail and ain't nobody did shit. And that was a problem that I used to have, why I never used to try and make people jump out the window. Because I'm like the
Mm-hmm.
type of person that I feel like if I told you to do something and you go to jail, I feel like if you got kids and a family, whatever the fuck is going, I feel like it's my responsibility to take care of you. Because you would
Mm-hmm.
not be sitting there had I not told you to do whatever it was that you was fucking
For
doing.
sure. Yeah. Hell yeah.
And
Hell
I
yeah.
never try and tell people like, oh, go. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't have money like that to be taking care of nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
like
The
whoever
shit,
did it
like the shit,
basically felt it from their
like
heart.
when the
Do it.
homies was locked up, the shit that I was doing, I'm thinking that is regular. Like I'm getting dudes pen pals and shit. Like I'm hooking them up with a shorty. They writing them. You know what I mean? They link up with the shorty after they bed. Um, that time it's like once a month I will go around the whole hub, be like, yo, I'm about to send money. What you got? What you got? I don't give a fuck what it is. $20, $50, 100. You know what I mean? Whatever you
Hey,
got, and then
GPR,
I
bro.
collect. So
Mhm.
that type of shit that I was doing, I thought it was regular until people was coming home and telling me like how much it meant to them and shit. You feel me? And this was
Now you
before I
really
had,
saw it.
yeah, this before I had did my bid. And when I did my bid, like a letter in prison is a fucking, it's like a home cooked meal type shit. Like the phones, I wasn't playing the phones. I only did the phones like on
Somebody
Sundays.
taking
I
their
call.
time to sit and take a pen and write
You
means
feel me?
a million times
You
more than
feel
fucking
me?
anything that means a motherfucker care.
You feel me? And let alone you could reread that letter 100 times a day. That's what I used to do. I used to just keep reading the letter over and over and over. So when I was
And that's
doing that
what I used
shit
to
for the
try and
homies,
do. That's like there's
hmm
a story with Lacey. I remember I went to
mm,
see Lacey. Like Lacey's, I used to have Lacey cracking up, and that's used to make niggas nervous because he's the type of person that don't smile.
Lacey, damn
You know what I'm saying?
that name sound
Like
familiar as hell.
that nigga, we just want to visit. Like every time I would go see them, I'm like, yo, what you want to do with your, like I used to try and think talk positive, like what you want to do with yourself when you be free. Like I wasn't trying to like live into their little big homie fantasy. Like I would try and talk to them about like freedom type shit. So
Word.
he was like, I was like, what was you? He was like, okay, you take pictures of like cars and just regular life shit or whatever, so that I
Mm-hmm.
can myself and feel normal. I did that nigga one better. I went and I took the pictures, right? And like I
Mm.
took to the trees and all type of stuff, and like I blew them up like so big that he could just put them together to try and make
Mm.
look like the outside world. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? That's why a
Mm.
lot of them niggas like love me because I never used to go up there and be like asking for shit or like
Gangster.
this person did this. Like I really was being sisterly with motherfuckers. Like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they was really on
Yeah.
it like, okay, she not allowed to feel no pain and she not about to hurt. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So because it's like I
Mm-hmm.
care genuinely about y'all. It's just like with that person that I spoke about earlier. When that nigga
Mm-hmm.
tried to put dirt on my jacket, told me he kicked me out of somewhere. Everybody was like, "You did not kick her out of nothing. She's damn near perfect." And follow what the fuck you kicked her out for? You know what I'm saying? And I just said I left.
Mm-hmm.
Then you
Mm-hmm.
get mad because niggas was telling the truth. Like, oh, she left. You want to try and fade people for telling the truth. I did leave, motherfucker. This shit was trash. And
Where
then
you in his relationship at now? Where y'all at now? Y'all still on the rocks or y'all?
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't got no smoke with him, and he don't got no smoke with me. But we not. I
Y'all
don't
ain't
fuck
speak
with
it
him.
out. Y'all ain't talk it out.
Now we. The last time I spoke to him was a week probably before he got picked up by the feds. Like we had a
Oh,
face to face conversation, and he apologized to me for everything he did and for listening to them people. But it was like, nigga, you kind of went too far because you tried to do something to me
yeah.
on my birthday. You understand?
Did
Like
you
you
did you feel like it was genuine? Did you feel like that apology was real?
I felt like it was real, but it was like you went too far
Yeah,
already.
I know a lot. Yeah, it's some
Where
shit
I
that you
accepted
do.
it. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I accepted it and I took it and I didn't hold any gripe, but it was like, nigga, we'll never be as close as we
yeah,
want
it
to.
never be the
I will
same.
never hang with you nowhere. Like you can never tell me to meet you. No, like you could never. Because for all I know, because he's a Capricorn like me. Like our birthdays a day apart. Like I always tell people, we're the same coin but different sides. You understand? Where a lot of things he would get mad about, like I would get mad about probably too. I just would handle it differently than him or whatever and stuff. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I went before that. That nigga could tell me to meet him in Dubai, and I feel comfortable meeting you.
Yeah,
After that, where it was like you let these stupid motherfuckers that nigga what? So I don't know if
Exactly.
you trying to rock me to sleep. Like I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
positive because I don't want to keep pushing this forward and us because it was back and forth beat. So I'm like I'm not I just want this shit to stop, but
Hmm.
I don't fuck with you. I don't trust you enough because your mind ain't where
Yeah.
it is. Because the same people that tried to
Yeah.
play in his brain tried to play in my brain, and I wasn't
Hmm.
going. I'm like, nah, it's my
Hmm.
brother. I know that nigga. Like, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. And
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
let them. They couldn't get it on me, so they got it on you, and you let them do it. So I'm not about to.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
weak
what
minded.
kind of shit you on. And he was on
Yeah,
drugs. You know
cause
what I'm saying? Like he was popping pills and all type of weird shit. I don't know where the
oh
fuck
yeah,
they
that's
head
gonna
is
play a
for
part.
real. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
I
definitely gonna
can't
play a
fuck with
part.
you like that. I accept your
Hmm.
apology. We tried to have little phone calls. Like we tried to make it like it was. And then one day when I called him, he wasn't picking up. And then I found out that he had got locked up or whatever.
Mm.
But that nigga did too much. It's just like even when we was beefing, you tried to lie, tell people that I was telling on you. You
Ah,
tried to really stain me the fuck up. You understand? And it wasn't that type of party. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't
yeah,
need to do all that. You
yeah,
did all that for me leaving so that you can run your shit to the
yeah,
ground again without me there. You're upset
yeah.
because I didn't want to sit in the car with you when you was driving it off the cliff.
It's one of them situations you can forgive, but you can't forget and shit. Cause you gonna look
Right.
crazy if you was to be seen with that individual and y'all keep keying and you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
But
she
that's what
with
he was
this
used
nigga,
to
she
because
with
he would
this
do
and
that
all
shit
that.
to people all the time and they be so
Yeah,
enamored with, oh, he's a big homie. They you know what I'm saying, be all that dick sucking shit when it was like, nigga, you older than me, but you're my older little brother. You understand? Like I always took care
hmm,
of you. You understand? But I never tried to use that as a card for people. Like, oh, y'all scared of him? Look, but like I never did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I
hmm.
never downplayed your big hominess, knowing that you're not a real big homie though. Your brain
He
is what.
eating it up. He eating it up because where he at right now and the way that you was holding him down, I'm pretty sure them people that was talking up in his ear and trying to
He
cause
wouldn't
the
even be
division,
at,
more than likely they not dead. You know what I'm
he wouldn't
saying?
even be where he at, bro. And that's real nigga shit. Like everything that I did was to avoid just jail for him. Not trying to be funny. That's like when he came home the last time. That nigga did 12 years and fucking only did 26 days home. And that was because the one day I used to literally come and get this nigga every day. Take him, I was like that nigga chauffeur. Like you understand? Like take him
Yeah.
wherever to go. I was dropping you off to bitches. When you was finished with them, call me, I'll come get you. Like I stopped my whole little life to make sure that you could enjoy some freedom. And the one day that I don't come get you, the one of the niggas that played in his fucking brain, that nigga got you to go upstate. Somebody told that nigga to suck his dick. He not giving him no money. Instead of him asking his little free friends to go with them, he asked the motherfucker that just did 12 years and is on fucking parole and shit to go with him. You get locked up and he don't. And that still was even questionable in itself. But that's the nigga that you gonna listen to about me? Really? Okay.
That sound questionable to me and shit. And I don't even know the full story. Just that being said to me right there sounds questionable. You feel me?
Right.
Like that's his like that was his beef. Like how the fuck? Like you know what I'm saying?
And
I
he got
know
all
shit
these
happens,
free
but
gangsters that ain't got no papers, they got shit going on with them. You just got the fuck home. But you the one. You the one. You wasn't even supposed to be upstate. So even had nothing went the fuck on, you was going back to jail, stupid. So when he came home after doing that 3 years, I felt responsible because I'm like, damn, because it was something I had to do that day and I couldn't go get him and I felt bad. So I was trying to be even harder with it with him when he was home. Like literally, this nigga would call me 6 o'clock in the morning to be the first person at the parole building. I'm like, okay, not on my watch, not on my watch, not on my watch, because all I wanted, and this is how crazy this sounds, all I wanted was one birthday with us together because we didn't have like I told you, we was a day apart.
yeah,
We didn't have a birthday together in years. So my whole thing was trying to keep you free so I could at least party with my brother. And
hmm.
that was your whole shit was getting enamored by people sucking your dick and you're upset because I'm not sucking your dick. I'm not gonna suck your dick because I know you, nigga. I know you. I knew you since I was 13 years old. I know you. When
That's
I was blood and you was God body, I was like, you know you don't
taking advantage of that power. That's taking advantage of that power we
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
had it
Hmm.
fucked up. I'm like, I'm not the one. You get what I'm saying? Like when you couldn't get any visits and shit like that, you were calling me to scream on niggas, and I wasn't even your shit when you were calling me.
Mm,
I was in my own shit doing my own thing. But
mm-hmm.
when you would call and say people was mistreating you, I got on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you gonna play with me? You gonna do me dirty? That's probably his karma of what the fuck happened to his ass not trying to be funny.
Right.
Because you would have
Yeah.
been straight, my nigga. And then when he came home, my whole thing with him was like, yo, you've missed so much time in the street. Let me do what the fuck I do. And you just enjoy life. Don't think about none of this shit. Go fuck bitches, go drink, whatever it is you want to fucking do. Let me do the work. Cause you
Mm-hmm.
really don't know what the fuck you doing and you don't know what's going on. Just because you found
Mm-hmm.
something does not mean you got leadership skills. I'm like, let me just you wanted to take you set your shit on fire and then asked me to come and fix it. I done rebuilt your shit. We on the runway, getting ready to take off. You come home and you set my shit on fire again. So you made me do all that work for nothing. You understand? That's what it was about. Cause you want to play and drive some shit and don't know how to fucking drive. So I still let you do the shit, and then I'm getting tired of watching shit crumble. I'm like,
Crash
oh,
out. Yeah, yeah, crash. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I was like, I'd rather just leave and just save the friendship. I'd rather just be your fucking sister. And then that
Now
was
that's
like,
real. That's real. That's real. That's
that shit hurt my
you
heart. I was
leaving. You
like, look,
leaving. You leaving
that
that
was stupid. I
individual.
was like,
So
I'm straight.
yeah, before it gets any further.
I was straight. Like when
No,
people was
that's real.
trying me, because it's not like niggas ain't tried me before. Like niggas tried, like at the last place I was, niggas tried to get me kicked out, ended up getting their asses kicked out. I'm not nothing to play with when it comes to shit like that. You understand? Them niggas was shocked. I was like, y'all all out of here. And then I got the keys. I'm like, so that wasn't a thing. But for a person that grew up with me, like nigga, we supposed to have genuine love for each other, motherfucker. I did not meet you in
Wow.
this. For you
Wow.
to be like the rest of these fucking people, I don't want no parts of this shit no more.
Yeah, that's that situation. I take the I texted earlier and shit. I'm like this. I'm like, man, this gang shit. This should have break your heart at times, my nigga. This should have break your motherfucking
That
heart.
shit
When a
was hard
person
to me.
like that, yeah, when you know the person before the scenario, and then now y'all both in the same shit, and then you gonna let some outsiders get up in your head about me like you don't know me. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
them
That
niggas is
type of
giving
scenario
you
right there break
money.
your heart.
They giving you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't paying for your friendship. I ain't
Yeah.
paying for none of this shit. I'm not paying for none of that. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like niggas, you stupid. And then they turned on you any fucking way. Then the gag about it is when they had the shit I was talking about, and the people when I seen on YouTube and the motherfucker tried to tell on me or whatever shit like that. Motherfucker, one of the niggas that got in this nigga brain told on his stupid ass. So how that work out?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
You listen to
Was it
that nigga the
multiple?
whole
Was
time
it
like I
multiple
told you.
people? Or was it one individual that told on him? It was multiple,
No, it
right?
was multiple people, but it
It
was
was
shocking
multiple,
to
but
me that the person that got him to switch on me
mm-hmm,
told. That's the one that stuck out for me.
mm,
The rest of them, it was just like, okay, well, whatever. You ain't know these niggas like that any fucking way, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but it happens. But the
mm-hmm,
fact of the matter that the person you let this person put a wedge between the only person that was trying to keep you safe,
mm-hmm,
keep you free, keep you out of shit. You was
mm-hmm,
starting shit before you came home. You was writing people talking about you gonna see all this crazy shit. You came home to beef, and I'm sitting here trying to squash shit. I'm trying to make sure you just safe all around, and you let this motherfucker do it, and this nigga go and tell on you. How that work?
mm. That shit the worst, yo.
That's
That
something to
shit
sit
the
and think
worst,
about.
yo. That shit the worst. That's how I did my bed by getting told on and shit. When you get caught with something, you get caught with something. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just blame that shit on yourself. That's all you could blame it on. I got caught slipping. And you get told on and shit. Yeah, you should have known better with dealing with that individual, but shit be happening. You know what I mean? And you get told on by a nigga that was right next to you type shit. Like
That nigga
that
turned
shit
your whole world
ridiculous.
upside down, stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing where that person kept trying to push me away because that person really wasn't a gang person. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't.
Mm.
You understand? You was there to suck dick and thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like this was 92 when we looked up to you because that person back in the day had money. You was the cool kid and we wasn't the cool kids back then. You
Yeah.
understand? That's why I'm trying to instill in him. We're the cool kids now. That motherfucker not cool. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to sweat this person no more. Fuck him.
Mhm.
And he wasn't
Mhm.
where I'm on the level and the nigga who used to get upset. Because the nigga used to try, I'm like, nigga, fuck you. Like, I see you, fuck you. Like, I don't like, get the fuck away from me. Fuck you. And then this nigga, it's like, you still trying to impress him for what? For what? Are you in his shit? No. He's in your shit. He need to respect you. And then you, by you letting him play you like that, it gives him this thing that he think he could talk to me like that. And now we got problems because now he coming talking to me like how he talking to you.
Mm.
And then you
Mm.
want me to chill. Like, oh, stop. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Stop talking to him like that. Who is he? He's
Mm.
talking to me crazy. So I'm giving back what you're giving to me. If he was
Exactly.
acting normal, I would have act normal. But because he thinks
Mhm.
he's fucking you and you supposed to be somebody, he think he could just go around to everybody, and it's just not. This is just not happening like that.
Mhm.
He's not gonna disrespect me because he disrespecting you. Especially when
Mm.
I'm not trying to be in this nigga presence. You keep bringing this nigga in my presence. I don't go around this nigga. When I come to chill with you, you keep telling this nigga to come around and chill. For what? You know I don't like him and he don't like me.
Mhm.
So you're causing an issue. And then you're
He ain't
giving
never he ain't never try to squash that situation. He was just like chill, chill, chill. He ain't never
you
try
just
to
like
be.
chill. Yeah, it's like no leadership skills at all. Where you just like that nigga made this. Listen, man, I don't even want the disrespect was just crazy. Even like when he came home from going to jail for this nigga was disrespecting him. And I'm like, yo, have some respect about yourself. That nigga owe you mad shit. You just did 3 years because of this nigga. Why are you letting this nigga talk to you? Why is this a thing? This nigga, you should have came home to clothes, some money, some bitches, a whole lot of shit. This nigga talking shit crazy to you. Is you stupid? And then you getting mad at me because I'm mad for you?
I seen that. I seen that happen before. I done seen that happen before. When you more mad for the person that they mad at for they self and shit. Oh, that shit'll hurt you. It'll turn your stomach into a knot. Yeah, I seen that.
And I'm
I
looking at
seen
this
that.
nigga, I'm like, yo, you got all these people in jail. Everybody's scared of you. Mad people is mad scared. You letting this nobody, do you know what the fuck was happening with this nigga when you was locked up, sir? Do
Mm.
you know the disrespect that was going on that he was eating, sir? And you're just, are you serious?
Mm.
Are you crazy? It shit just was just bananas. And then even
It's
like when
sad.
I left, people I kicked out, he thought he was doing something by letting them back in. And I'm like, how you hurting me? You hurting your own shit because you letting trash back in here. I got rid of the trash. Like,
He kicked them out. He kicked them out and let them back in later.
no, I kicked them out and then he let them all back
Oh,
in.
you kicked them out. Ah.
When I left, he let them all back in. You understand? And it was funny to me because I be looking and some people be like, I'm big so and so. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, you was trash. You got beat up and you know what I'm saying? Like just mad shit. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you really thought you was hurting me. How can you hurt me if I left some shit? You hurting yourself. There was a reason. I got rid of them. I didn't get rid of them because of no personal shit. I got rid of them because they was bad dope. And you over here,
exactly.
like now look,
Those the
all
type
because
of
you
niggas that wanted numbers instead of the quality and shit. What they say, what is it? Quantity instead of quality. Yeah, yeah. I don't want no big scale numbers and shit. I'd rather some real ones with me. I don't need no big scale numbers.
that's
That's why I
what I was trying
turned
to do.
down more niggas than I put on.
And I was sick. That's why I was like, yo, when I left where I left, because even when I left and then I came into turmoil, I was sick. I was like, nigga, you could have left me where the fuck I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like shit was happy go lucky there. Then I got mad at the people when I left or whatever, like my real family that I left to go over there to fix that fucking shit. Cause the way we used to be set up, like if you left, nobody you couldn't come back. So I thought that
Mm-hmm.
rule applied to me. So I
Mm-hmm.
had to suck it up, like my ego and my pride, and it was just so much shit going wrong and going on from the first
Mm-hmm.
day of going there, and I wanted to go back home, and I just was like I still was chilling with my people that was from you know what I'm saying because those are still my
Yeah.
family people that I trusted, but I used to have to front. I used to get around them. They be like, yeah, because for some reason they thought that hood was the best hood in Brim for whatever reason. So they thought it was a
Mm-hmm.
up. So then I had to pretend like I was in a up. I had to really pretend. Like I used to come around, they'd be like, yeah, they would be so excited and shit. And I'm like, yeah, huh? But inside, I'm like, I want to go home. I don't like But when I found out way later, I cursed like my big homie. I was like, "Why you didn't?" He said, "You came home anytime." I said, "Nah," but before when everybody left and they want to come back, everybody said, "No." He was like, "No, you different." I didn't know that shit. I would have went the fuck back home. I
Yeah,
went home.
yeah. It still worked out for the best. Huh?
I used to go to them niggas. Like niggas knew what time it was. Like if I got into it with something, they'd be like, "Don't call them Bentley niggas." Don't. And I'm like, cause they knew, cause I didn't trust none of you motherfuckers.
Mm.
I was still fucking with the people that were tested, that I've been through shit where I know is not rats. That you know what I'm saying? Like I already knew with these people. I don't fuck
Exactly. Yeah.
with this. I'm not telling
And
y'all
with
to
and
do me.
with them new niggas, I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to find out with them new niggas. I'm good. You feel me? We could go to the
Like,
party, or we having a barbecue, or he having a yeah. I go to his barbecue, but as far as active, I don't want to. I don't want to figure out.
us. Why you keep hanging up? Cause I don't want to hang with you niggas. I don't fucking know y'all niggas, and it's irking me that y'all are thirsty that y'all want me to hang with y'all so bad. Fuck you want
That's
me to hang
on
with
another song.
you for?
Yeah, yeah. Why the fuck you want me up over there for? Why you want me to
Yeah,
pull up so bad
y'all
for?
want me to sit in the trap with y'all, and I don't even sell drugs. Like, what the fuck am I here for?
Exactly. Exactly. So fuck. I'm not buying it. I'm not. You know what
I'm
I'm
not doing
saying?
shit. I'm supposed to just be sitting here in this dirty ass shit while y'all like I'm supposed to just sit here and wait for a charge that I ain't even making no money off of if y'all stupid.
You feel me? Just an extra head up in the spot. That's it. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Wrap me up.
See that right there? You see that situation right there. Cause I tell people, I'm like, motherfucker, like I used to tell people, like, yo, the rat go show you what the fuck he is, God. Like you just gotta pay attention and shit. Now with that type of individual right there, wanting you to come to the trap, knowing that you're not in that type of lane right there. You feel me? So that right there let me know you don't have my best intentions, my nigga, at heart. You know what I mean? You don't you'll throw me out to the wolves. You know
And
what
that's
I'm
what you
saying?
need to
So you don't
understand. I learned that from 16. That's why I say I always give the praises to Shaquell. Because when I told you when he threatened me about going to school and cutting my face off when I was a teenager and all that shit, because I kept cutting school, sitting on the block. I wasn't selling drugs. I was
well,
trying to fit in. I was holding people's shit and all this stuff. And it got back to him. He like, nah, and it was real nigga shit. He said they can't do nothing else but sit on the block. Take your ass to school. You could do something with yourself.
everybody
Stop
knows
winning.
Shaquille a motherfucking thinker and shit. So he see that shit. He done been through it. He was the first one. He done been through. He done been
Some
through a
niggas
lot.
was mad, bro. Like when I was a teenager,
Uh,
they was like, you think you better? And why you ain't sitting there? I'm like, cause I can't. Cause I can't. Because somebody gonna cut my face off. I can't. I have to go to school. And they was upset and mad about it. The fuck? So I've
that's a
experienced
real. That's
early.
a real big homie move right there. That's a real big homie move. Go
Yeah.
back to school. If not, I'm gonna cut your face.
Yeah. I was scared. I'm not gonna hold you. I said, nah, cause I ain't never been in nobody prison and none of that shit. And I'm a teenager. I'm watching Scared Straight on TV or whatever and shit. I said, oh hell no. These niggas is really doing shit.
If
You
you
both
16, if you 16 years old, and a big homie says some shit like that to you, 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, nigga gonna be shook. Nine
yeah, I
times out
understand
of
like
10.
with your mother, like if you get into a fight and you don't fight back, your mother be like, oh, you better go fight them back or you gotta fight me. That's how I felt. Where I wasn't scared of them niggas. I'm like, nigga, I'm scared of this nigga. I'm not scared of y'all niggas. Y'all not even really like that. I'm scared of him. Okay. So y'all can hate me and not speak to me. These do all type of sucker shit. Play not speak, don't want to salute, don't want to do this, fuck you. So it's like by the time I got to Brim, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I went through this experience at a young, I don't care. Like I'm okay with being alone and doing whatever the fuck it is that I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to impress nobody. That's why being in a gang, the worst thing you can be is looking for acceptance. And it's fucked up because most people that join gangs are looking for acceptance. That's the
Yeah.
worst thing to be doing because niggas can smell that shit on you.
What? What? And there's a lot of trickology that goes into that shit, and they gonna be playing you as a doja the whole way. I see it. I seen it. I seen it. I still see it to this day and shit. But in the beginning, teenager, I seen it. Niggas couldn't play with me back then as a teen and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas know, like them coming in my G rod, like I remember back in the day cutting corners, and I go to the store. Old head from the hood, he like, damn. Anytime I see you, you roll dolo. You always by yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Keep it that way. I didn't understand what he was saying and shit. I'm like, no doubt. I kept it moving until I heard more and more people say it. And I'm like, now me, that's just me and shit. You know what I mean? I felt like you don't need to be in my G Rod. For what? I'm out here doing what I'm doing, and I don't want 2, 3 people in my car. Like, no, that's too much for the boys. You know what I mean? So while I'm doing my thing, I'm always by myself. And when I used to go handle my dirt, I'm by myself. But I didn't know that the hood was seeing that as well and shit, and then giving me like, yo, that's what's up. That's what you're supposed to be doing right there. Me, I'm thinking every other nigga was moving the same way like that too. But nah, niggas ain't though. Niggas need a crowd with them. They need a little man with them and shit. You know what I mean? It's niggas that's like that who this I know I got homies that's like that and shit who like having tree huggers around and shit, dick riders around them and shit. It's
Right.
niggas that's like that in the hood.
And
You
that's
feel
dangerous.
me?
That's what people don't understand. Most of the people that sit in jail is because they had a bunch of tree huggers, as you call it, and dick riders. Because there's nobody that could tell that's not scared enough to say no. I don't think
Exactly.
that's a good idea. Make you
No,
do it
no.
anyway.
No, that's dangerous to me. This nigga gonna
Right.
say what this nigga gonna do whatever you want him to do, this and that. But at the end of the day, in that goddamn interrogation room, when he by himself
Hey, dark skin
with them
beauty.
goddamn officers, dark skin, what's good, baby? And then he wanna go home. That loyalty, all that riding
It's out
around you
the
was doing with
window.
this nigga is out the window. All them blunts y'all shared, them bottles and anything, them shits is out the window, bro. Out the motherfucking window, God. For real.
That's what
For
people don't
real.
understand. That's why it's like I make people go through phases of like person. It's like hee hee ha ha, but then it's like you got to go through phases. It's levels of closeness to me because nobody
Hmm.
that I never knew didn't try to tell on me. It's always people that I did something for, even though
I
it wasn't
know.
successful for them. This is how fucked up people are. People literally will make some shit up on you in hopes that they hitting on something.
I know. The worst.
That's
The
the only.
worst.
I remember the first time somebody that was cool with told me the only thing that saved me was a parking ticket. That nigga
Mm.
went and told the police that I went and shot somebody, and it was just a whole crazy shit. Mind you, I had to be Superman for that to be for real.
Mm.
I got a parking ticket all the way in Brooklyn when all of this was supposed to have been happening.
He
But you
was
just
telling the boys. He was telling the boys, or he was telling the
yeah,
hood.
he told the fucking
Oh
boys they fucking
shit.
the shit was crazy. I remember I was sitting outside and I seen detectives like looking in my car, but I was drunk. Like you know what I'm saying? So it didn't register to me. I just was confused. Like what the fuck is he? Because something happened on the block
Mm-hmm.
already that had nothing to do with me. But they was looking in the car and I'm like, why the fuck? The fuck? I went like what was it like the next day or the day after? I went to empty the garbage or some shit. Literally, they was going to knock on my door, and they're like, they were saying my name. I'm like, yeah. They said, oh, where was you, such and such and such, this date and blue blue blah. I'm like, huh? So then they was like, yo, you got to come in for questioning. Do you need us to drive you, or you could take yourself? So of course I'm gonna say I'm gonna take myself. Mind you, I ain't never been in no situation like that. So when I got where it was, I went to the payphone because this was the
Yeah.
that's why I said everybody has a position and people shouldn't frown down on people that's doing straight shit. We had a lawyer, a motherfucker that was in the shit where I was at before that other
For
shit.
sure.
So I went and called him. Like we used to just keep him in that lane. You understand? So I'm like, nah, I ain't going in there because I'm thinking about like the first 48, like they gonna put me in a room and watch my body language. Or just
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, I ain't going in there or whatever. So somebody, the lawyer had called and all. They was like, oh, no, because the detective tried to hype it up and then try to scare me. And they was like, oh, you're going to do 6 months, you're going to do blue, blue, blah, if you don't call or whatever. And then come to find out they lied about that. But then when I went in the shit, like, come to find out, they didn't even believe what the fuck the person was talking about. They was just trying to do their job or whatever. But the person really tried to put a whole bunch of
Yeah.
shit on.
Just follow up on the info. Yeah.
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know who it was at first. When they first came to my house, they gave me a paper, and I didn't think to look at the paper. When I went,
Mm.
decided I wasn't going in that shit, and turned around after I spoke to the person on the phone and went the fuck home. Like I ain't going in that shit. When I got back home, I looked at the paper. So when I looked at the paper, that person's name was on there.
Mm.
You understand?
Broke
That's
y'all. I know your heart dropped to the floor. I know.
now I really
I
did.
know. I know. I know. I know the feeling.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I said that YouTube shit that really blew my mind because I said the person, I'm like, you supposed to be a gangster and all this shit. Like, you didn't put all this work in the street and shit like that. And you trying to throw some bullshit on me where I had nothing to do with that fucking fat shit because I wasn't, there's no phone call. It was nothing because I wasn't, like, at that point in time, I really
Ain't they the dangerous niggas though? Don't you? To me, they the dangerous niggas. The niggas that's with the gunplay, with the murder game, and then you would tell on a woman at that too. To me,
and
they the dangerous niggas that's in the streets.
you tried to mix me in some shit. And that's the thing. When people try to mix you in shit and don't got no real shit that they mixing you in. So
Mm-hmm.
you not telling no real shit. Because now even when a person tell, they have to go and pinpoint things back.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No conversations with me and none of these people that you saying I'm supposed to be whatever. There's no conversation because, like I said, around that time I was really on some super positive shit and I wasn't talking to people. I was really on some mafia shit, like you need to come and speak to me in person type shit. I was not playing
Mm-hmm.
phones with people.
Yeah.
What all this shit that you talking about is not real, but you made it up because you didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You got caught for the part you played and shit, and you took my loyalty and you played with it. Cause like I said, had the shoe been on the other foot, I'd have did time. I would have never, ever played like that with that person. Ever. I would have never attempted
Grimy
to.
motherfuckers.
I wouldn't. I really would. I'd have sat there and lied because when we was younger, I did it. Like when police was looking for that person, and I lied and acted like they was living all the way in Alabama, some crazy shit. Mad shit. I could have got in trouble for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you over here, I don't even got shit to do with the fuck you locked up for, what the fuck the rest of these niggas is locked up for. You threw me in the mix. When they showed you that picture, all you had to do was say, I don't know who that is. How they know that you lying or not? And it was just a picture. They showed you a picture and you put a whole story to the picture.
Mm.
All they asked was who is
Mm.
it? And you just started making just throwing shit together like, oh, she's this part of this.
And
She this.
you know, some niggas could lie good as hell to the point where that shit is sound true than a motherfucker. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying? You know, some
I was
niggas.
watching that shit. I said, this nigga is so stupid. Where you just so dumb as hell. Because if they was listening on the phone, you talking about I'm bringing drugs to people. That's how they probably knew this nigga was lying. Because if they listening on the phone, you would hear when people was like, okay, I don't bring the bag. Thank you. No shade to the people that you know what I'm saying. So you get
Yeah.
what he didn't probably know that though. You probably
Mm-hmm.
think that females in hoods that's what they do and that's the only thing they could do. No, motherfuckers who do other shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, that's the life, man. That's the motherfucking life. Mm, mm, mm,
That's
mm,
crazy. Like, I'm never drinking tequila again. You done got my whole fucking life story.
mm. You still sipping that cup? You still sipping that shit? That's a big ass cup anyway, though.
Yeah, and I don't drink like that. That's the fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? I came here to talk about Diddy's federal shit and then fuck
Oh, we
it.
don't win anywhere. We don't win anywhere. We don't spoke about
You
wrestling,
know, went around the world. Like,
politics, all everything. We don't win
I had to
anything.
edit this part the fuck out. Because, like I said, I'm supposed to be Clark Kent over here.
Nah, this
Okay?
dope though. Nah, this dope though, because you one of the few females in this sector that can hold a conversation like this. You know what I'm saying? So this is dope.
Oh,
This is
thank you.
real though, for real. I want to have many more with you too. That
Well, that'd be cool. That'd
I'm
be
gonna tell
cool.
Troll. I'm gonna tell KT about this shit. Like, nah, we need to go build with Cola. Fuck that.
Now, bro, he know, like he know, but he don't really know it because, like, I started over with KT too. Like, I fuck with bro. That's my bro for real.
Yeah, I just started rocking out with him like 5 months ago and shit. I didn't even know nothing about his channel. I'm like, why the fuck ain't nobody been
I
told me
knew him
about this?
back when he was 183rd beat, 183rd.
Mm-hmm.
When I forgot what the blood nigga from California was, and he had beef with Scheme or some shit.
Oh,
That
I
was all the way
forgot.
back, like when he first came out. I don't know what happened to that person or whatever and shit like that. That's why I say
Mm-hmm.
certain people they embraced me like when I stopped fucking with Scheme, cause
Mm-hmm.
was one of them people. Like people was a little suspect when I first came in there, but I wouldn't even say like I didn't start fucking with King Troll when I started fucking with Scheme. I was going in there, but you know, a lot of these people be on some culty time, so they be feeling
Yeah,
like if I'm beefing with this person, they're like I ain't like that because this is social media. Unless that person
yeah,
did real outlandish shit to you, like play with your mom, your kids. You know what I'm saying? She's like, it's just certain shit that I feel like it's just disrespectful all around.
yeah,
It's just shit talking. It's just shit talking. You know what I'm saying? Some
yeah.
people take it.
Like, it's a difference with me with the disrespect and the violate. You violate, it ain't no coming back from that with me. But you disrespect, we could talk it out. We could. I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. You feel me? I probably said some disrespectful shit towards you as well. So we could talk it out when it's disrespect. When you
right,
violate, when you talk about the babies and the
right.
dad, yeah,
It's a whole
same
exactly.
thing.
Some things is not coming back from. So it was just like
Yeah,
that's what they
I
was
don't want
really like.
your forgiveness.
Right,
I don't
and then
want your
that was
forgiveness.
right. Is that it's just over with, and that it just speaks volumes of a person. It's just levels to shit with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not like that. It's just like if I get into it with a nigga on here or whatever, like if you threaten me physically or anything like that, like I'll never be cool with you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like none of that shit is gonna
Mhm.
happen. People
Mhm.
that trying to be funny, like somebody in a chat in King Troll's chat one day called me a bitch or whatever. I'll be chilling. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the most non-confrontational as far as
From a
on the
troll
set.
account? From a troll account, or that was actually them?
Nah, it was a content creator, but I don't feel like saying that
Okay.
person's name.
No,
And
no,
I
no,
used to
no,
be
no, no,
cool.
no, no.
Yeah. I used to be cool with that one, and then like they didn't like 050, so like when I started like being 050 or whatever, like they
Mhm.
started acting weird towards me, like in other shit. So I'm like, cool, like if that's how you want it, I just stopped speaking to that person. And then they wanted to purchase something from me, like glass or something. And
Mhm.
I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm lying.
Mm.
We was talking about something in there, and he was like, "There's no friends on YouTube," which I understand. There's no friends on YouTube. I understand that logic of shit, but there are people that have a mutual respect and are cool enough with each other. You understand?
Yeah.
But however,
Yeah.
that conversation with he didn't like how it was going, and he was like, "Okay, well, fuck that, you bitch," or some shit like that. I'm cool with you after. I was like, "All right, fuck you, faggot," and I'm cool after that. You understand?
Mhm.
So now a week later, this person see me in other chats and he thinks that we just kick in and shit. I'm like, yo, don't talk to me. Don't say
Right.
shit to me. You get what I'm saying? He's like, you still mad? I'm like, yeah, you call me a bitch, I'm straight. And he's like,
Yeah.
nah, I want to purchase something for you. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. Cause now I don't trust you purchasing nothing from me because people
Yeah.
are that manipulative and fucked up. Like you'll purchase some shit to purposely either fuck it up and then get on your little live and be like, look at this trash. You understand? Or look, this arrived broke. You understand? You and try to fuck.
Word. Word. Word.
So
Word.
that's
Word.
money I'll pass on. I don't fucking want your
Mhm.
money.
They try to toss you a couple dollars just to shut up your holler and shit. You know what I mean? Like
I'm like,
that's
I'm
fine.
straight because you ain't had no business calling me a bitch. Like me, like a bitch for what? You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah.
disrespect you. Like, so you dead to me, motherfucker. Like you still, and then I just went and blocked that person. You on permanent fucking block. I don't fuck with you.
Mhm.
You understand? Because if
Mhm.
you do something to me that's unprovoked, I don't like that shit. Now, if I do something to you and you say it back, like if I disrespect you and you disrespect me back, okay, that's par for the course. If I'm minding
Yeah,
my
it's
business,
mutual.
put yourself in
Mhm.
my circle and you fucking with me and I ain't did shit to you, I'm straight on you. I'm just straight on you.
Mhm. You come up out the woodworks with that shit. And I ain't even know we had issues. Yeah, yeah, it's different. It's different. But you see, we just said that earlier. Motherfuckers will be mad at you just by who you deal with. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
And
saying?
then the
Just because they got
motherfucker
a
was
prop.
mad for no reason. You just was mad to be fucking mad. But you ain't have to be disrespectful with it because I understand too a lot of this shit be content. Some people there's a lot of people that don't like 050, but it's not even really that they don't like it. It's like sometimes they just doing shit for content attraction. But they not sitting
Hmm.
there trying to disrespect everybody that's 050. But it was like, nigga, you thought you did your big one and you really didn't. Cause
Really
now
played
I'm
yourself.
done off you because I'm a content creator, but I'm not that I don't create that content. So I don't
Well,
understand how that goes. Like I don't understand that type of back and forth. That's why
hmm
I just try to be regular with shit. Because like
yeah.
my
Now you damn sure don't do that content. 'Cause nah, I ain't never heard that you being up on here. oh, this bitch, this nigga, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
mad
That's
people that be like on the back end, like from the sector that I'm in or whatever shit like that. That be trying. I don't say shit like unless I feel like the beef is gonna benefit me somehow.
yeah.
Oh, but if it's not gonna, I'm not about to stroke out. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I'm
Mm-mm.
up in age. I'm not. Life is difficult enough in itself for
Word
me
is
to
bro.
just be, you know what I'm saying? Unless like I gotta feel it. Like you gotta really just be doing some shit. But somebody that just wanna beef just because, nah, I don't wanna beef with you just because. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna be angry. That's why my husband be trying to like, yo, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he don't really like
Yeah,
me on YouTube shit like that. Cause even with that person that did that bitch shit, I was angry. Like I wanted to see that person. And
yeah.
then it makes you angrier when you can't touch that person.
Yeah, they get yeah. You see when it gets to a point like that, don't let it get to a point like that because then they won. Even if they don't know, then they won. You know what I'm saying? Like I told somebody the other day, because they was like, you know what I mean? Yeah, when people be coming at me, I give them that type of energy and shit, and I'm like, bro, they won every time you give them that energy. But understand, my nigga, if somebody type your name or say your name on the panel, leave the channel.
Yeah,
YouTube is filled with millions of videos that you can watch, nigga. Leave the channel. If not, leave the app. Get the
right.
fuck out that shit. You ain't gotta respond every time. You know what I'm saying? Like my homies, they be telling me, "Yo, Shites, get off that app. Get off that app. Why you arguing with them people?" To me, it's entertainment. To the person on the other side, they may not find it
Right. And I
entertainment. They
haven't
may be,
mastered I haven't mastered that part of shit. That's why I be trying to stay in my own little lane. Like I was telling China
mm-hmm,
earlier. I respect the people that can just do that and then just tune off and it's just back to their regular life and they don't think about the people. They don't care.
mm-hmm,
That's like with Keisha. Not trying to be funny. I don't know how she do it, but she do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people
mm-hmm.
like she can go in and she probably just it's just it's probably like wreck. You understand?
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah,
to get in a way to that, but not really. Like I don't know how to explain it. Where it's like
yeah,
part of me, like how like we sitting here talking about like all like the stories and whatever and
mm-hmm,
stuff. That should be playing a big part to me because I'll be
mm-hmm,
thinking like, damn, this person that's saying this shit, you not really like that. You're
mm-hmm,
really not like that, and I know
mm-hmm,
you're not like that.
mm-hmm.
So it angers me. Like, how dare you?
Oh no, no,
Like,
yeah, you know, I used to too. You
how
know what I
dare
mean? When the fake, yeah, when the fake be talking real, it used to bother me as well. But that shit used to bother me in the hood as well too. And then I realized that I'm outnumbered. You know what I mean? Like with the rats and shit. Like I used to be fucking up rat niggas in my hood, but I realized like, damn, I'm outnumbered. Like I can't exterminate all these motherfuckers. So let me just play my position until they comes forward at me. I'm gonna play my position and shit. Now, when you up on this app and somebody shooting at you, like you said, like you just said a minute ago, you wanted to take it there. You wanted to put hands on that person, but you couldn't. You know what I mean? You fuck around, never see this person a day in your life, and that's how you gotta. That's how you gotta think about it. When a person take your name or say your name in a disrespectful way, just keep in mind, like, ah, this motherfucker want my attention. You know what I'm saying? They
But
baiting for my
sometimes some
attention right
people be
now.
like a rash on your ass though, and that's the thing where
Yeah, yeah, you
like
gonna
what
get
you
that
said
too.
makes sense, and then they'll just keep going. Some people they mistake like silence for pussy. You understand? Like they're like,
Some
oh,
do. Some.
they're scared. You know what I'm saying? When it's like you really like trying to move along, and some people don't know how to move along and move around. They
Mm-hmm.
don't pick up on it. Like, okay, this person is not entertaining me, so let me move around. You get what I'm saying? And that's the shit
Mm-hmm.
that's annoying to me because if I say something to a person and they don't respond to me, that's enough for me to shut the fuck up because I don't want to. I don't want to look like a bozo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Now, if somebody's shooting at you and you're not giving them the attention to the crowd, to the rest of the chat, to the people that's watching, they gonna be looking like as a bozo. They gonna be like, damn, why the fuck Sean Prince keep shooting at Cola? She didn't say his name. She didn't mention his name. Why the fuck
True,
she
but
keep?
the chat, that's the shit that be the messy shit though, not trying to be funny. Like the normal people in the chat are outnumbered by trolls and weirdos. So
Mm-hmm.
like the normal people will pick up on that, like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with that person? And they'll probably move away from that person. But then you got
Yeah,
the unseen people that people don't know nothing about, you understand, or
yeah,
whatever, that just
yeah,
want the ages of chaos that will
yeah.
go and carry shit back and forth.
Yeah,
You understand?
to me, that shit they don't even count to me. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, one of my sayings is like if like me and you had an issue and shit, and say like you were spreading lies about me, and then I come out, I'm telling the truth. No one's believing me though. No one's believing me. I'm saying the truth about what me and Cola got issues with. She's out there telling lies and shit. But guess what, Cola? Me and you, we know the truth. We know what's going on. That's all that's matter to me. You know what I mean? You could go out here, you could get millions of views for your lies and shit. But as long as it's me and you, we know the truth. I know what's going on. You know what the fuck you did. You know why I'm coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? Like I know the truth. And the people that know Sean Prince and shit be like, I don't think Sean Prince would have did that shit to Cola, man. Maybe Cola over there bullshit. They would be probably be on the fence and shit. But I know the truth though. I know the truth. That's what matters to me and shit. I know the motherfucking truth. You know what I mean? Like when people will type my name in the chat and be saying disrespectful, like me, I don't shoot at mothers. You know what I mean? I don't say mama jokes. I'm corny at mama jokes. You know what I'm saying? I can't do mama jokes.
But you
I
know it's
don't want to
crazy
talk
though.
about the dead.
You got a little troll in you though. So I think
I
that
do. Hell
helps.
yeah.
You understand? Like if
Hell
you
yeah.
coming in this shit and you got a little troll in you and you know that you coming to troll, I think that helps. You understand what I'm saying? Because you know what kind of game you playing. You know what the fuck is going
Mm-hmm.
on. But when a person is not, you know what I'm saying? It's like I have no troll. Like I wish I had some troll, but I
Yeah.
have no troll in me. Where it's
Yeah.
just it is what it is. It's just like
It's
how like
straight dead
mom
on. It's
said,
dead on.
sometimes
It's
people be
dead
talking to me. I
on
won't even talk
with
to them.
Cola. Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? It's like
Yeah.
I'm just being regular. Like I'm just coming
Mm-hmm.
to enjoy whoever shit that I'm in. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't find no entertainment in it, even though the trolls is necessary. Because some trolls is cool. You understand? I
Mm-hmm.
like witty trolls, like you know what I'm saying. But motherfuckers that's really
The
just saying,
disrespectful one, the violating ones and shit. I like the funny ones
yeah,
and shit. Like when
right.
you
I
roasting,
love you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's like over in the beef sector, like my boo BL. I don't know if you ever been. That's my boo. I love you. I don't know what BL look like. I don't know shit about, but that's my booski. But that's a troll. But she's a necessary troll. Like she's funny. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's
Yeah.
not being malicious
Yeah.
or you understand. Some of these motherfuckers is hurt people that's trolls that's saying stupid shit. You
Yeah.
understand? That
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
no rhyme or reason. It don't even have shit to do with the fuck is going on, and they just want to
Mm-mm.
pick you the fuck out.
They
And it's
just want to stir something up. They just want to stir something up. Like back in the day when 050 first got popping, when we used to be on the panels wilding and shit, me and DGR, we used to be going at it crazy. We used to be going at it crazy. Mad episodes. The chat used to think that we dead serious. You know what I mean? The chat, because we used to talk about, yo, we gonna pull up on these. I'm gonna pull up on you. I'm coming to Brooklyn. I'm coming
yeah,
to Jersey. I'm coming to Brooklyn. I'm coming to
and then
Jersey
the
and shit.
chat make it look extra like ooh, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing what the fuck y'all got going on, and they exacerbate the shit.
But me and DGO, we know what's going on. We
Right.
know that we ain't gonna take it there type shit. Like one time DGO had test me and shit. He was like, yo, Sean Prince, if you really want it, you know what to say. I'm like, yo, DG, that's when it got real. I'm like, yo, DGO, you know I'm not gonna say that. He like, go ahead, say it. You know what I'm saying? This one now, if you know DGR, you know the thing that you gotta say to him for him to
Yeah,
jump
that's
out the
my
window.
bro.
You
Like
know
there's
who you
certain
gotta
shit that
mention.
that nigga to
Yeah,
go
it's
off
one.
him and
Yeah,
leave.
it's one. Exactly, it's one thing that you gotta mention for him to jump out the window. Now, like I said, I don't say that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that because I don't want nobody saying that about mine. So
And
I
that's
ain't gonna
what
say
I
it
mean.
about
That
yours.
some people don't have levels with the trolling shit where it's okay to be back and forth. Some of these people, instead of respecting that, they want a reaction. And then when they get the reaction that they don't want, they try to act like it's too much. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like
Even still, they still gonna keep
that,
pressing your buttons and shit.
that person kept going. And then
Mm-hmm.
like karma put it where you was gonna be where I could touch you. So I
Mm-hmm.
made it my business to let you know what the fuck it was because I warned you to leave me alone. I'm not that type of content creator. Me and
Well,
you not gonna have this back and forth. I'm trying to let you know, leave me alone. Mind you, I was just in a chat minding my business when this person decided.
well.
I never said nothing to this bitch. It
Mm-hmm.
was nothing. You for whatever reason pegged me the fuck out, and then I wasn't the person to peg the fuck out. And then karma set it up for you to you live across the country from me, but karma
Mm.
set it up for you to be right next to me the next day. You
Mm.
understand? Even to
Mm.
the point you had to stay in my homegirl house. How
Mm,
crazy is that shit?
mm. Small world.
You understand?
Small
That
world.
calls me like, who's this person? Ah. You understand? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Because mind you, I didn't tell nobody because I'm like, bitch, you don't matter. Like, you're not about to be no con. I'm like, oh, I explained it. You understand? You almost got rocked in the house, and then there was people outside waiting for you. You was gonna get thrashed all the way through, but then that person made that person get on the phone with me, and they was apologizing because they was like, oh, I just thought it was YouTube. I didn't know that you was really like that. No, you supposed to treat YouTube like fucking life, bitch.
Yeah.
The fuck is you talking about? I'm sorry, you are really married. I didn't mean to say no. And because she was so scared, I was like, oh God, she sound like a shaking cat and a wet ass cat. I don't want to do that shit. But then I had to put
Mm.
extra on it because, like I said, the way you disrespected me is how I want my apology.
That's the
Cause she,
scenario you was talking about earlier when you was like you was feeling like a bully earlier and shit.
yeah, I'm like, yo, cause she tried to apologize on the phone like we just gonna leave it on the phone. But you didn't
Nah.
disrespect me on the phone. You got on your
You
fucking
did it
live
on the
2 days
platform.
in a row,
Yeah.
posting my pictures and shit, talking crazy. So that's how you need to do it. In front of your people that was kikiing with you, bitch. You need to do that. So at first when I told her, she was like, I said, you gonna go live right now. When I get off this phone, you gonna strike that live up and you want she's like, well, you can't I said I can tell you what the fuck I want because you about to get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Go live now, get fucked up. Now I'm not playing with you. She went live. And then I was sitting in the chat. I waited for like 5-10 minutes. And I hit my sis. I'm like, yo, when this bitch gonna start apologizing? I ain't here to watch her shit or whatever and stuff. My sis on the live tapping
Well,
her head or whatever and shit. So I hit the panel. As soon as I hit the panel, she's like, wait, everyone be quiet. She had people up there. Wait. Oh, wait, I need to apologize to this young queen. Oh my God. Yeah, bitch, because you gonna get hurt in a whole nother city. Fuck is wrong with you? But I warned her when she started the fuck shit, because I figured out what was going on. I say, I got on that person panel who was over of me being in a chat. And I'm like, oh, girl, you don't know. I swear
yeah,
to God, if I'm lying, I'm dying. Niggas could ask Gotti. Gotti tried to warn this bitch. Gotti was like, do you
yeah,
know, blood, do you know what the fuck she is in New York? Is you stupid? Bitch didn't want to listen. And that's
yeah.
just like how I told her how it happened was going to happen. I said, bitch, I can touch you from wherever. I
Mm.
could sit in my house and touch you. That's how real it is. I could sit here and play with my son. Cause even when I was on the phone with her, I'm like, I'm trying to be cool because my son don't understand yelling and shit. My
Yeah,
son don't
nah.
me. So I ain't
Mm-hmm.
about to be on nobody live. I ain't about to be on the phone. I ain't yelling, ain't doing none of that shit because I'm not confusing. He was like 2 at the time. So I'm not trying
Well,
to confuse him. So I said, listen, I'm talking to you nice, but this is how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't about to get all irate in front of my son or whatever and stuff. But
well.
you problem, girl. Literally.
See. That's what you see now. That individual right there, I don't know, but that sounds like a person that ain't been through what the fuck your average person in the streets that was active in the streets been through. Because if you did, you
But she
wouldn't be
know what it
doing no
was?
dumb
Know what it
shit like
was,
that.
Sean? She was
Hmm.
used to this type of banter back and forth with years and nothing happening. Do you
Mm.
understand? That's that person's content. So they've been doing this from state to state with people, and it's fine because those people obviously that's what they want to do.
That's their content. That's what their
Right.
whole YouTube channel is about and shit. But when you going at a person that's not about that type of shit and you just type my name on some disrespectful stuff, come on now. Come on now, you asking for
Ain't
trouble.
did shit to her because you think somebody likes somebody that ain't even thinking about nobody. You like that nigga. I didn't like that nigga. I wasn't trying to talk to that nigga. I was in the chat, but I was the only person in the chat with a real picture. So I guess you thought you get what I'm saying? Like you like,
Hmm.
oh, he's cute. She must like him because I like him. I'm married, bitch.
You
I'm
feel
straight.
me?
You know what
You
I'm saying?
feel me?
Cool.
You feel me? You feel me? And that'd be a lot of shit too. People be thinking about something and they don't even be that. Like she probably thought it was that. Like you was probably trying to holler at old boy. and it wasn't even fucking that.
It really wasn't. And then it was like it took me by surprise because I'm in the chat chilling, and then everybody in the chat like you on the big screen. I'm like, what the fuck is the big screen? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh,
like,
the
what the
summer
fuck?
jam, yeah.
Yeah, I said, what the fuck? Like, how did this shit turn? I'm like, what? I had to end up calling the person and getting on the phone. I ain't never been on nobody's phone or nobody panel or nothing to try
Yeah,
and
the summer
tell
jam
her,
screen. Mm-hmm.
leave me alone, girl. You like, leave me
Mm-hmm.
alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. How me and her homeboy got cool because he happened to be blood when she was coming to see him. And I went, I said, wherever he is, that's where she's gonna be. So I had to figure out, find him. And I'm like, what's goody? She didn't even know that the whole time when you was walking with him, I was on the phone with him. Like building. What time? What you doing? That's how stupid these people be. When they be thirsty to meet people. You think you safe with this nigga because he said he a big homie or whatever stuff when you don't even fucking know that motherfucker and we cool as hell. Me and that nigga now. But that's what made us cool because I'm like, yo, you like, what's up?
Yeah, yeah.
You happy
And
because you
she,
got a little $5 Jamaican box or some shit like that. You understand? You think you doing something, not knowing that nigga is lining you up for me. Stupid. And you still fucked him. You look dumb. Because you still didn't
yeah,
know.
motherfuckers not knowing.
You
Small
got walked into
motherfucking
the
world.
lion's den and
Not
didn't
even
know.
keeping that in mind. Not
You
even
in my
keeping that shit in
homegirl
mind.
house.
It's a small world.
Because he couldn't take you where he was. So you in my home. What is the odds of that? God be working in
Mm.
mysterious ways. Because who out of all the places that you gotta stay is somebody I'm cool with. And then your video happens to pop up in her fucking shit
How
because she
long?
didn't
How
know that.
long? How long did that happen? When they called you a bitch in the chat, and then when she was at your homegirl house, like
So
how
the
far
bitch is
apart was
something
that?
different. This bitch with the homegirl in the house shit that happened in 3 days. She
Wow.
flew over here, had no place to stay, and then he tried. That's where I didn't know that him and her was cool like that. Come to find out, you know what I'm saying? Blood is a small circle. That's what it was. So you was in the danger zone for real, for real. You could have been beat up and stranded in Brooklyn.
Wow. Son.
It do, DJ.
Wow.
I ain't drinking no fucking more.
What did
For
y'all
real.
say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You see? But
But
nah, like
that's
I
why
said.
I say because it's like imagine if I didn't have the grace. Let's just say she had a slick mouth still, right?
Mm,
And something in my spirit felt like she's a cop caller anyway. So imagine, you get what I'm saying? Motherfuckers would have been
mm-hmm.
going to YouTube, and that's a stupid reason to be sitting in somebody's jail. Like when you get there and they be
Mm-hmm.
like, what you did? Why you here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I slapped
Mm-hmm.
some bitch for talking crazy on YouTube, or I cut this
Mm.
bitch, however the fucking shit was gonna go.
Somebody disrespected me in the chat, so I
Right.
had to pull up on them. It's the
A person
chat. What
that I
you talking
knew was
about? The chat.
right. Somebody I
Mm-hmm.
knew was scary, and it was like that's just what set me to fuck off. But it was like, girl, you is scary. Like no, like you haven't fought nobody. Like ain't shit been going on. Like at least in the most recent
Mm-hmm.
fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you know what the fuck is going on.
I met
Yeah,
her. I met her with people on YouTube to cool out with them and shit. Like one of my mans, Free Mr. X, he was about to go do a bid and shit. So I just met him on YouTube and like I met him like a month before he went in and shit. So I had pulled up on him on in Trenton and shit. So as far as like
some
me
people
pulling up on
genuinely
somebody
cool.
like to
Like yeah, like some people is cool, but even like with the coolness, is like you still gotta put people through levels and steps and tests.
oh yeah. If you
That's
want
like
to
with
rock with
content
them
creator,
with
the
that type
content
of level
creator,
and shit. Yeah,
right?
you know
Of
what I'm
like
saying.
there's people I'm mad cool with in the beef sector, but I wouldn't meet
You
up
want
with
to
them.
meet up with them. Yeah,
I'm a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
content creator and your content is beef. So I
yeah.
would
You
really
got to
have to
keep it on
know
that
you out.
level.
Yeah, so you understand
Mm-hmm.
like people will be friendly with people for you to tell your business. And then they be storing information on your ass. A lot of these people on here, you gotta watch them if you get too comfortable with them and you start telling your business and telling and telling and telling and telling your deepest, darkest secrets and all this other shit, you think because you're being genuine to them that they're being genuine to you, and but they're storing shit in their little files for a later
Yeah, they
date.
got a whole agenda. They got a whole agenda for
Right.
your ass
The
and
minute you
shit.
do some shit, and if that's their content, you now are the content. And ain't shit you can do
Hmm.
about it because you done gave, you done told them all the
Yeah,
shit.
even the people that you talk to in the back, like the people that you talk to on Instagram or over the phone and stuff like that, they'll do you the same type of way as well. Even with them type of people, like I'm selective about who I talk to in the back as well. You know what I mean? I talk to plenty of
No,
people from
you see
YouTube
what
in the back.
DGR said. Now you got a point, bro. You do got a point. But I would look like a sucker. I would feel like a sucker going in there telling somebody. I'm like, no, I killed 100 people. That's what the fuck I'm here for. I want
Motherfuckers
them
gonna
to
be,
be
oh word,
integrated.
me too. Yeah, I'm up here for that too, nigga.
Bro, I would feel like a sucker telling somebody that fucking shit. Even if that is what
Fucking years, you
so
crazy? Hell no. Niggas used to doing biz off of slammers and some dope. You talking about YouTube? Oh hell
right.
no, nigga. I
And
be
then me being older, that's what's really gonna make me look like a lame-o to the young kids. They gonna be like, "You old, acting like a young bird. What the fuck is wrong with you?" Hell no.
mm-mm. And that other person won. That other person won. They know that they
And
won. Like,
that's
look
what
at
I
this
was
dumb
thinking
idiot
about. That's
right
why it be
here.
funny, because I was like, "Yo, let's just say she got the shit beat out of her, and then like the person that she went to stay with, they was mad at me that I had a heart because they didn't like her from the gate out the fucking shit. They want to beat her the fuck up. They was
Yeah,
like, please, they was begging me. They was like, sis, can I said no, just leave her alone because I told her if she apologized, to just leave her alone. I want to keep my word. They wanted to thrash her. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just like,
but you had a feeling that she wasn't built like that anyway. You had a feeling that she one of them people
right.
that was gonna
I'm
do
just
that.
like,
Trust your first instinct.
yeah, I'm like, nah. And then I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, had I done that, you understand? The whole thing when I went on that person live telling her to leave me the fuck alone because this ain't what she want, you understand? They went back to it's all proof. Like I basically snitched on myself. You understand? I would be you know how long I'd have been content looking stupid? They're like, yeah, Coda.
What?
Hell, that bitch is
What?
you know, like, look at
What?
her ass. I'm free. Look at
What? You would have been a mean. Don't do the cola. Don't do the cola. Don't
right.
drink the cola.
Right.
Niggas would
I
have been
had
like,
never
don't drink
lived
the
that shit
cola,
the
y'all.
fuck down. Like I would have had to disappear from YouTube. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it would have
Hmm.
worked out in that person's favor. Like she'd have been all
Hmm.
scratched up and fucked up. But who wins in the long run? Not me. I'm the joke now.
No whole joke. It done been situations where dudes like like years ago. I ain't talking about nothing recently. Like years ago, when somebody pulled up on somebody from disrespecting them on YouTube and shit. You know what I mean? And then they finally realized, like, man, I was doing the most. I was wilding. Like, I'm glad I never seen that person and shit. I'm like, bro, you drove an hour to go meet. Like, you didn't realize within 20 minutes in your car, you doing too much, my nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. Hell nah. Like, no.
And
Like,
that's
you,
scary. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if you going to meet somebody where they telling you to meet them, at least when I did what I did, the person had no clue what the fuck was
yeah,
going
they
on.
fell in your hand. They fell in your hand. That was different.
Sis, hey sis. Yeah, like it just fell in my hand. Like you know what I'm saying? But like how these people be talking about drop the addy. Listen, I'm not meeting nobody at no address.
Nah,
Nah. Or that drop the
nah.
addy shit. And if I did decide to do that, trust me, I'm gonna be there like 2-3 hours before you think I'm supposed to be there. Like I'm peeping the scenery. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not pulling up to nobody to get boomed. And that's what people don't be.
No.
I'm not pulling up. Like you understand? If you pull up on me, it's different. It's self defense. But like, what the fuck I
I
look.
think the boys would be there. I don't even think that person would be there. I would think that the
That
boys would be
happened on
there, man.
YouTube too, like a couple months
Uh,
ago. Somebody was talking cash money shit in one of the other sectors to another nigga and was like, oh, here's the addy and pulled up or whatever. The motherfucker was with the shits and went to go. Guess who called? They had the police on the way. That motherfucker wasn't even on that nigga caught the police.
man, I heard about this sector, but I didn't know how they got down because I thought they were just talking about that individual and music and stuff like that. The Mo3 sector, I got in tune with that shit a
That's
month
crazy.
ago.
Yeah.
It's wicked over there. I suggest people not to go up over there. I done seen
I stay
people
in the
call it
clouds over
TP.
there when I do go. I do not drop down in the chat. That shit is a whole nother animal. Thank
I
you,
started
sis.
hollering at some of them content creators up over there for real. And I seen
Right,
somebody call
y'all.
CPS on somebody. Somebody called the job. What did you also?
Is other people, and that's what I be worried about too, bro. You know how many people be in the
Oh
bushes that
yeah.
fuck with me that they ain't got no scruples. You know what I'm saying? That be like, listen, we don't want you. Please, just mod, just do regular stuff. Please don't be getting up there getting cursed out and all this other stuff because it's out your hands. Like, cause I'm the peacemaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm grown with kids and shit. I be trying to talk people out shit, and they be like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no. So I don't, So you are absolutely right, bro. Thank you, sis. Love you, sister. Exactly. And that's what people don't get. Where sometimes it don't even be the person that you talking to. It might be somebody that give a fuck as much about the dead person
Yeah, hell yeah, hell
that
yeah.
you
Like when
walk
this,
in
like,
the supermarket
like,
and you get the shit
what?
slapped out you and you confused. You be like, what you
Exactly,
think it's some random act of violence and it's really not. It's because you did too much.
exactly. You know how many people be watching our sector that we don't like. The last Clash of the Titans did 10,000 views. 10,000. It was 7 people on the panel and probably like 10 and 15 people in the chat that I could say that I know and know they facing shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
You'll
9,900
never
people
know.
that I
Even when we have
don't
the lives
know.
where it's like 1,000 people in there too. Everybody's
Yeah, I
got a
don't
thousand
know.
people talking in the chat. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of people talking, but it ain't every 1,000 people that's in there. So you don't know who
Mhm.
look at. Some people play the bushes. Just like I said, I be in the Mo 370,
Exactly.
but I play the bushes.
Exactly.
So imagine
Exactly.
other
And
people that's playing the bushes.